Good evening, welcome to North West Tonight with Annabelle Tiffin
and Roger Johnson. Our top story. Police raid a travel agent in a crackdown on fake pilgrimages to Mecca.
Now, every year, hundreds of Muslim pilgrims lose tens of thousands of pounds through Hajj fraud. They buy trips to Mecca, often costing their life savings, which then fail to materialise.
Well, today, police and trading standards officers raided a travel agent in Tameside and arrested 3 people suspected of selling tours without a proper licence. It's part of a concerted campaign to protect pilgrims booking trips for this year. Our investigative reporter, Abby Jones, has this special report.
So you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence.
There were 3 arrests early this morning in Tameside, carried out by local officers, but also those from Birmingham Trading Standards and the City of London Police. This part of a wider coordinated investigation into Hajj fraud.
It's gone really well this morning. We've arrested 3 people. We're running a campaign every single year now, and we make arrests all the time, and we are really doing our best to protect all the pilgrims.
Then officers visited this travel agent which sells Hajj pilgrimages. They're concerned that it doesn't have ATOL protection, which ensures customers are insured if their trip's cancelled or goes wrong. Receipts are combed through, checkbooks opened, photos taken.
You can see the amount of money that's involved here. On average, we got nearly £9,000 there from one customer who's taking a total of 8 family members with him. What we're going to do now is basically go through this folder and try contacting some of these pilgrims to see what documentation, if any documentation, was given to them.
Hajj is a spiritual pilgrimage to Saudi Arabia which every Muslim is expected to make once in their lifetime. It's a religious duty that can take years of saving to fulfil.
Hajj isn't until September this year, but people will now be looking to book and even paying over thousands of pounds for Hajj trips and tours. And that's why officers in here are trying to get evidence now in advance.
Afshanazad knows the pain of losing out on a trip to Hajj. 2 years ago, in a separate case, her family paid over £20,000 for a tour which never happened.
We're so upset. And we still are 2 years down the line that we've not been, and we still haven't been able to save up that amount of money to go 2 years later. So it's been life-changing for us not to go, because you build up in your head and you prepare yourself mentally to go.
We found it an enormous problem over the last couple of years with this particular travel agency and other ones that we've heard about. The distress is quite upsetting for us when we go and see the pilgrims. So we've had people literally crying, they've lost their life savings, they've maybe had a part-time job for several years to save them money, and all that money's been lost.
Officers leave with bags of evidence to look through. They've warned there will be more raids and more arrests to come. Abby Jones, BBC North West Tonight, Tameside.